Welcome back, everyone, to Poppin' Often with Lofton. Today, we're going to be looking at Dark Assassin, Last's third job. We're going to be doing all the jobs in one day. That way we can catch up to Mari. If you guys want to help support the channel and support the content that I create, feel free to scroll down to that description below, click the show more button, and go ahead and check out my Patreon. Any and all help is greatly appreciated. Now let's get up into it. All right, so Dark Assassin. This job is pretty much going to be, it's going to be something difficult to get into, but once you get into it, once you start learning it, it becomes a lot more rewarding. And then once you become really good at it, it's super rewarding. Let's kind of just start off with kind of the buttons here. So we have ZZZ, just a regular basic. We have ZZ up, which allows you to evade. You have dash ZZ, which is that move right there. You have up Z, you have up Z, you have up down Z, and then you have upright Z. We're not going to be using any of the auto attacks. We're not going to be using any of the evades. The most that you're going to be using is going to be the jump attacks. So how do we go about kind of just playing this job in general? When you're playing this job, one thing you want to note is you want to try to weave your attacks between every single dash, jump, whatever. Every single double jump, every single down Z, every single dash left and right. You want to add a Z combo in. Why? Why do we want to add a Z combo in between each dash? Well, if we look at it, if I double jump, right, I can't really do it anymore. I can't even dash. See, I can't dash, but if we dash Z, you can dash again. You can dash 2 times. As long as we do it. You know, we probably dash 3 times. Look, let's check. Oh, that's 2. That was 3, right? Double jump into 2 dashes. That's basically 3 dashes. Each dash, you'll see a little feint of Last, that blue feint of him. That right there is letting you know you're dashing. So that's just kind of a telltale sign that you're dashing. If you don't dash and you do something, you probably end up in a scenario where you're like this. Everybody that starts Last is probably ended up in this scenario. Where you're doing something and you're kind of like this. And it looks kind of messy and you're not really dashing anymore. That's pretty much what's happening because you're not dashing. You're not putting in input. So how will we always put in input? Every single time you do a double dash, you want to press Z. So basically, you're going to be doing Z 2 times up, 2 times right, 2 times left, 2 times down, whatever. Z 2 times up, like whatever you're doing. Push the arrow key twice. So if I want to go up, I'll be doing up, Z, dash. Right? Everything is going to have a Z between it, so that way I can move a lot faster around the map, right? So that's one of the major things about this class of what you want to do. Another thing that you want to learn with this job is you want to learn how to rocket step. Rocket step is going to look like this. Okay, if you don't know how to rocket step or shadow step, I have a video teaching it, so look that bad boy up. I might have it at the end of the video or something like that for you too. So that is a rocket step. Why do we want to learn to rocket step? Well, the whole thing about Last is locking, right? You want to do something like this. That's pretty much the whole point of playing him. You want to lock people. No matter where they are, you want to lock them. If you don't rocket step, you'll overshoot yourself. See what I mean? And it's a little bit harder to really get them. The only way you get them like that is if you step right near them and then you jump. And then you press over. And even then, you're still not getting a lot of attacks off that you could be getting if you would have just rocket jumped in the first place. So it's very important to rocket jump so you don't overshoot their head. Another important step that you want to learn is shadow stepping. Once again, I do have that video up. Why do you want to shadow step? Shadow step is beautiful for hopping over your targets. See? Look how fast, like I'm going from the other side to the other side. So that way if I'm getting chased, or like if I'm chasing someone and they're using an ability and I want to get behind them, so that way I can mess them up once they're done skilling, I jump over them just real quick. And then once they're finished, I do this and I light that butt up. Once again, when we're talking about locking, how do we actually do it? Remember what I said earlier? When you want to dash, you have to press Z to then do it again. Like dash, Z, dash. See? That's what you're doing when you're locking someone. So you're going to be doing Z, I'll demonstrate. So if I'm coming from this way, I'm going to be doing up, Z, or not up, Z, I'm sorry. I'm going to be doing the rocket jump. So left, left up at the same time. So left and then left up at the same time. Like that. And then I'm going to Z. Then I'm going to start dashing, Z, dash Z, dash Z, dash Z. So I might slow it up in the keyboard up there so you guys can see, but pretty much it's, yeah, like I said, you rocket jump until you dash Z, dash Z, dash Z, dash Z, dash Z, and you get that lock. Right? I don't know if you could just do it without dashing. I've never actually tried, to be real with you guys, so let me try. Okay, no, you need to dash. If you don't dash, it looks like that. Yeah, okay, you do have to dash. I never actually tried it. You know, I just always was one to dash because that's how you're so mobile with this class. But yeah, you can't. You have to dash. Let's talk about the abilities. So the first ability is this one. What does it do? It allows you to be invisible. They can see when you jump. They can see when you dash. They can see the little feint of you, and they can also see your claw marks. What it also does, it gives you bonus damage, which is why most of the time before a Dark Assassin hits you, they'll try to do that right next to you. It delays the target so they can't move, and it gives you an opportunity to then lock them up, and you will do more damage. You see it's 156 now, but without the buff, it's 104. After you attack, you come out of the invisibility, you come out of the stealth, and you have 3 seconds to have that bonus damage. That applies to his attacks, that applies to his abilities, it applies to everything, okay? Your second ability is this. You may use that sometimes, depending on the situation. The third bar is this. You probably won't use that. It's very, very hard to hit. They'll counter out of it. It's just not something that you want to do. The main goal of this class is to really get someone locked up so that way you can just tear them a new one. It's very, very rewarding once you can get it. And then when we do mess up or once they're fatal and you want to kill them, you go for the grab and it works. Usually my grabs are half and half, I think. I'll mess up or I'll be done. I won't say I mess up, right? Eventually he will hit the ground. You can't stay floating forever. And when you hit the ground, you can finish it off with a grab very easily because you're already in the motion of doing the attack, right? There's like no way you shouldn't. And if you do happen to mess up and you don't get the grab, you'll still do a combo. You just have to be very, very careful that you don't do this combo because you will leave yourself wide open. His combo is a backpack move, so I can hit somebody from behind. Very, very important when it comes to locking because you might mess up. And when you do mess up and you end up like that, you have to be really on it. Like when you notice that you're messing up, you have to like really be ready to skill so that way you're out of danger. Because the moment that you stop, you're probably gonna die. Because it's very hard to recover once someone puts that pressure onto you. So be very, very cautious of that. And don't be afraid to snap people out the air. You don't always have to look for locks. It's perfectly fine to just smack someone out the air from time to time. If they're jump attacking, it's okay. The main thing you want to do is you want to just keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. You know, come at them. Don't come at them the same way. Don't try to come at them always the same way. Got to keep moving, coming at different angles. You know, if you got to come from above, you can. Very, very cool when you're dealing with like alchemists that like to spam. Try to get above them and come down, right? And if they are right there and you do happen to come down, strict example, it's very easy to start locking them. And if you can get them into a corner, they're probably done. So as a demonstration, get them into a corner, boom, they're done, right? You can even do something like this. You get them locked, you know you're about to hit the ground. Skill, get back on it, you know you're about to hit the ground. Skill, do it again, about to hit the ground. They'll probably be dead after that moment. They're probably not going to be alive. And one final trick that I kind of just want to share with you, something really cool you could do. It doesn't really happen often, but if you can manage to pull it off, very, very good. So what we want to do is we want to lock them. Come down, lock them again. And then go ahead and do my hypersonic step. Within that window of the buff, you have about 3 seconds before the buff wears off of your bonus damage. So when you come down, hit them with that second bar. Easy clap. But yeah, that's pretty much it to Dark Assassin. I hope you guys learned something. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, you know what I always say. Thank you for what? Popping often, often.